Yo, what's going on, guys? It's GB Smokescreen here. We're back for a brand new video. This is another top 10 video of my top 10 favorite decks of 2018. We are now in 2019. 2018 is now done with, so we can now move past the 2018, start to 2019. These are my top 10 favorite decks during that time. But I brought in a little guest with me. You guys remember him from the custom Link face-off video that we're planning on making another one. I don't know when, but we're planning on it. Which is FusionHero98. Go ahead and introduce yourself there, buddy.
Hello, guys. How's it going? And, well, like what GB is saying, we're doing another, I guess, a top 10 favorites. I have to say, like, I'm hoping, like, if we do get to, like, the ban list part, like, in this video, like, I definitely like to share my thoughts on that.
Yeah, we can definitely do. We can definitely do a video of your top 10 favorites or hated if you want. However, you're gonna have to tell me your list ahead of time.
Yeah, probably next video though.
Yeah. All right.
But you know, this is your video, so I'll let you, start it off.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Hero has no idea about these decks I'm gonna play. I don't even think he even knows some. There are some decks I really did play. I didn't really play with Hero too much, with Link format at least. So I don't think he knows exactly what decks I'm going to be bringing to him.
Yeah, you told me like you told like I think 2 of them to me, but I completely forgot.
Yeah, I told you 2 of them. He completely forgot. He completely forgot some. Anyway, so anyway, what was I going to? Literally, I was about to say something. I completely forgot. Oh yeah. This list, literally during 2018, I would basically like did a whole like deck recap, I guess you could say. All right. I played lots of different decks. Like literally, there are 2. I think there are 2 decks on this list that were on my previous top 10, but everything else is completely different. All right. So that's kind of crazy. Anyway, let's get right into this video. Enough dilly-dallying. All right, starting with number 10. The hell? Number 10. There we go. Goddamn. All right. Okay. Number 10 is the Orcust archetype, or Feagles, whichever one you want to call them. These guys, I really like.
Bitch.
What? These
seriously, like as soon as you said that deck, I was like, "Oh man, don't even get me started."
You hate these guys?
Seriously, Topologic Bomber Dragon in this deck is just like seriously.
Yeah,
like, it feels like a Firewall Dragon in that deck, but just blows up the field.
That's kind of why I kind of fell in love with. I kind of like the deck now because when at first I made him into like a Lightsworn build. I made him into like a Lightsworn and everything, and I did like all sorts of different shit with it. But then I realized how well Bomber Dragon is abused in this. Can be abused. All right, and I'm like, how is this okay? I'm like, how is this okay? And so I decided to give it a try, and it actually kind of suits my playstyle a little bit. But, all right, and being able to use all these, all right, and being able to like use Armageddon Knights, Destrudos, go into like other kind of like Synchro or Link plays is absolutely insane. I did like the Lightsworn build of the deck and everything because it really was an interesting way to play them. But then I realized that they were more suited for actually making them like a more pure dark kind of deck. So that's when I realized I'm like, okay, this is how I probably should be playing them. I started playing them that way, and it's actually a lot better, and I actually do like it a lot better. But anyway, yeah, that's my takings on number 10, Orcust. Number 9 on this list is Necros. Necros Incantation. Yeah, I don't know. The Incantation monsters, honestly, it just boosts this deck so hard. It boosts the deck so tremendous. Yeah. All right, and being with Zaborg, the Mega Monarch, Jesus Christ. Zaborg in this deck is pluses for days.
I know, like especially with those like 3 like the one fusion monster when it's sent, it popped, and then of course the Herald Synchro gained like a plus from that. It's like literally, like it is kind of hard to pull off unless you have a good build around that.
Right.
But honestly, incantations are like probably like one of my favorite like supports ever.
Yeah, I know. Same here. Same here. This incantation really gave life to ritual decks. All right, and this was probably like my favorite ritual deck by far. So being able to actually bring life to this deck again is absolutely insane, and I really love it. All right,
but,
when it comes to the board,
the one thing. Oh, sorry, but like the one thing about the incantations and the Necros I really love is that even without Shuret
I want
like,
shirt. I want shirt back so bad.
Yeah, like Shuret without is like it's okay.
Yeah.
But the incantations, like you get 2 monsters on the board, you get another search is like, yeah, like what more can you want?
Yeah. When it comes to the board, the Mega Monarch, I basically like what I normally send to the grave is 3 Heralds, 3 Elders, and 2 Totally Awesomes. So like.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I just send them to the grave, so I get 3 searches, I get 3 pops, and I get 2 recycles. So that's actually insane. All right. And not to mention that you can use Incantation Celebration to basically use as many levels as you want, basically, to summon your Necros ritual monsters. And then actually, it's fucking great.
Yeah, that's like the one thing I love about Celebration.
Like,
it can just summon out literally any ritual monster, but the only cost to do so is to tribute your incantations.
Yeah, it has to be incantations you tribute.
Which is completely fine because you literally get 2 monsters on the board for free.
Yeah.
Unless you get asked.
Yeah, this is true. Anyway, and the fact Celebration can also recycle itself is also great too. Anyway.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, number 8. Number 8. What the hell did I play as number 8 again? Oh yeah. All right. Number 8 is Photon Galaxies.
Don't even have to tell me about it.
Yeah. I've always loved Galaxies. I've always loved them. Not when they first came out. Not when they first came out when people were playing with Photons and Photon Galaxies and everything. No, alright, I wasn't a fan of that. But then when Legacy of Duelists and everything, I started playing a pure Galaxy deck, and I actually, grew a more liking to it, and I'm like, alright, I can get my feel for this. And then they made all the new Photon support and new Galaxy support, and I'm like, bro, dude, I gotta pick this shit up again. And I'm like, I gotta pick this.
And like with Link summoning now, like since they have that new Soul Flare Dragon, like seriously, the Photon Sanctuary is literally like the key to that.
Exactly, deck. Like actually, like Photon Sanctuary now has a purpose.
Yeah, instead of just restricting yourself just by light monsters.
Yeah.
Now you actually got a purpose.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I've always liked Galaxies and everything. Making, like, in Cyber Dragon Infinity, you got your Photon Lords, you got your Full Armor Lords, you got your, Full Armor Galaxy Eyes, and you got your, what else you got? You got Titanic Galaxies, you got all sorts of shit you can make. Alright? It's, I don't know, it's just great. I love it. Alright, anyway. Number 7 is, we're obviously, I gotta put this on the list because it is my number 1 favorite deck of all time. And what's that?
I said Go-Go Ghost?
No. No, I didn't play Go-Go Ghost really at all during the year, except on Legacy. But anyway, number 7 is Dragoonides. Yeah, this is one of the decks I told you.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Dragoonides is my number 1 favorite deck. I've always loved Dragoonides, never stopped loving them. Alright, but this deck basically... with the new support that they got the new Synchro, they got Toss, they got basically, what else did they get? They got the Link monster coming out.
Yeah.
Alright. Freaking, they got their new Trap card, which is honestly fucking garbage, but, alright, which I never intend on using ever. I don't recommend anyone using that card if you don't know Dragoonides very well. So, anyway.
That would be mostly me.
Yeah. Alright. And then, the Guard Dragons came out. And then the Guard Dragons were announced. I'm like, yes, let's go. So I was just super hyped when I saw these new Guard Dragons coming out, and I'm like thinking of all these different There are quite a few Dragon decks on this list, by the way, guys, because there are I think, a couple dragon decks on this list, by the way, just because of the guard dragons. But anyway, but this deck, I don't feel like some people probably have slept on it, and everything. But when Needle Fiber first came out and everything, and like people started, and people were probably still sleeping on it and everything, but I never slept on this deck, never did. All right, but I never slept on this. I always saw potential for this deck. All right, never gave up on it. Always kept trying to improve it. All right, but anyway, that's my number 7 being Dragoonies. Never will stop loving this deck. Never will. All right, number 6. I forget what this one was. I'm trying to remember.
So the deck was called Forget This?
What was the name? What was this deck? I know what number 5 was. What was the one before this? Fuck it, I'm clicking it anyway. Oh, number 6 is Cybers. All right, so Cybers or Code Talkers, whichever one you want to call it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, this deck I love. I love this deck to death. All right, the thing is, when Cybers first started being a thing, I never like show much of an interest in it. And then they made all these new code support cards.
Yeah,
they made the Signet.
Sports.
They made all these Signet cards optimized. They made fucking an Optic or whatever the hell the card's called. They made all these new code talkers. They got Transcode. They got X Code, Power Code. They got all these different kind of code talkers. All right, they got basically all these new code monsters. They got Microcoder. They got Code Generator. They got Code Radiator. All right, they got all these cards and everything, and it's just so good. They got Signet Conflict for negation. All right, yeah. It's just such a good deck. I really don't think people are really taking a good look at this deck and everything. I don't think people, because I honestly do not see this deck a lot. I do not see this deck very often, and I don't know why. Like, honestly, it's such a really good deck and very consistent deck. So, honestly,
But even without Firewall, like, that deck is still pretty good.
Yeah, they don't need Firewall, really. Honestly, I used to have a Firewall Dragon before and it got banned and everything. But I used to have a Firewall Dragon in the build and everything, but I never really ever summoned it. So, because I never really needed it. Alright, but
Honestly, Firewall Dragon summon condition should have been just Cybers.
Yeah, basically.
Actually, like, help people, like, play Cybers decks a lot more,
Yeah, this is true. But, yeah, that's basically my opinion on the Cybers deck. It's such a good deck, honestly. I recommend you guys pick them up if you have never.
Until Salamangrates come out.
Yeah, that's another deck I'm thinking of trying out. The new Salamangrate cards and everything, but I'm not too sure about them yet. Alright, I don't know. I kind of tried them before their new support, and I wasn't like, I'm not really feeling them and everything. I didn't really feel them, but then, like, they're getting all these new support cards. They got their XYZ and other links and everything. I'm like, you know what? I might pick them up again. I might. Alright, I don't know. Alright, I'll think about it. Alright, anyway. Number 5 is, this one is number 5 being Crusadias. This deck. This deck. Now, here's the thing.
Hey, don't even tell me about that.
No, here's the thing. It's not because I do not like a pure Crusadia build. I do not. Alright? I do not like a pure Crusadia build. A Crusadia Guard Dragon deck, on the other hand, that's what I like.
Talk about that, man.
All right, I love that deck. I made a video on the Crusadia Guard Dragon. Go check that out if you haven't. But it's such a good deck. It can make so many negations very fast. All right, it can make so many negations. The only thing is, if you can stop LB's effect, you stop the deck. So if you that's the only problem. Alright, so you better hope you got Called by the Greats on standby if your opponent's thinking of Veiling or Ash Blossoming you. So,
or Ghost Ogring.
Or Ghost Ogring, yeah. But, yeah, that's... Alright, but this deck is absolutely insane. Alright, you can easily make a Hot Dread Dragon Abyss or a Crystalline, whichever one. Alright, you can make a Naturia Beast, you can make an FA Dragster, you can make a Herratic Celestial Spheres like no tomorrow. Alright, and it's freaking... Alright, yeah, and it's such a fun deck and everything. Honestly, with the Guard Dragons and everything, in my personal opinion, I see Staryuja Scaldread going to either 1 or banned, because that is the card that really gets Guard Dragons going. Alright, so...
But I think, in my opinion, I don't really think they're going to ban Staryuja. I think they're just going to put it at 1.
Probably at 1. I probably would probably see it at 1, and I'd be fine with it at 1. But like you put that card at like 2 and 3, that card is so abused. So like. All right.
Of course.
Yeah, so I really think that card is going to get hit one of these days. I don't know when, but I feel like it will probably be sometime this year after Guard Dragons are actually released in their future pack. Anyway, let's get into number 4. Number 4 is Gem Knights. Now this deck.
Oh yeah.
Now I did this.
FTK.
Yeah. No, not FTK. I do not play Gem Knight FTK because that was on my hated list. On my honorable mentions for my hated decks. I hate Gem Knight FTK. I love Gem Knight Thunder Dragons. Alright? That's what I play.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Yeah. That is the Gem Knight deck that I play. I play Gem Knight Thunder Dragons. I'll probably be making a video on these guys. On this deck, by the way, I do. All right, because it is a deck I do want to showcase for you guys. But anyway, this deck is absolutely insane. You can easily get I can get basically most of my ending boards are basically Staryuja. It's a Staryuja, Colossus, Titan, and a Titanic Galaxy. That's literally usually my ending board. All right. And then I would have like an Origin also in my hand that I searched out earlier in the game. I would have an Origin in my hand and everything, so that way I can use that to use Titan's effect to pop off shit. Alright? It's such a good deck and everything. It's so good. I love it to death. Honestly. If you can get with the freaking Phantom Quartz, or where the hell his name is that what his name is?
Phantom Quartz.
Phantom Quartz. Yeah, so that card is basically absolutely insane, being able to search out Gem Knight Fusion or any other combo pieces that you may be missing. Or you got your bait, alright? And not only that, it can recycle your banished Gem Knights or in your grave, whichever one, back into your deck to get a free fusion to your field, which is so good. And it also opens the door to summon sorcerer plays, which is freaking amazing, by the way. I don't know. That deck is very, very fun. I really enjoy it. It's such a fun deck. Alright. I definitely recommend you guys pick this up. I do not recommend Gem Knight FTK, because honestly I don't like it when people play that. I hate that, because that's not what Gem Knights are supposed to do. I don't like that. Gem Knights are just supposed to overwhelm you with fusions, in my personal opinion. That's what I like seeing with Gem Knight players. I'd like them seeing overwhelming people with fusion monsters on the field, but I do not like people playing the FTK version, because I feel like that's more of a fag. That's a fag move in my opinion. I don't like people who do that. But anyway, let's get into number 3. Number 3, this is the other deck I told you, by the way. Number 3 is Blue Eyes. Now,
Oh yeah.
yeah, Blue Eyes. Now I have played lots of different Blue Eyes decks. All right, lots of different variants.
Okay.
I just played like a normal Blue Eyes deck. And I played a Chaos Max deck. And now I'm playing Blue Eyes Guard Dragons. Alright, there's another deck that's on the list because of Guard Dragons. So,
Well, of course, Guard Dragons are going to make dragons broken.
exactly, or any deck that can use dragons. Alright, so, anyway, this deck is absolutely insane. Alright, I will showcase my Blue Eyes Guard Dragon deck for you guys one day. Alright, but this deck is absolutely nuts. This deck basically can easily, lock your opponent out of the extra deck due to a Morphage Goliath. It can bring out a Dark Matter Dragon. Send 3 dragons, and banish 3 cards from your opponent's deck. It can bring out Titanic Galaxy very easily. I don't know. It's just an overall good deck. It brings out Hot Red Dragon Abyss or a Crystal Wing, whichever one you want. All right. It's such a fun.
There's also Red Eyes build too with it.
Yes, there's the Red Eyes variants too. I did try the Red Eyes deck. I wasn't feeling it as much. All right, was not feeling as Red Eyes. I'm more a Blue Eyes type of guy than a Red Eyes guy. But you know what? This deck is absolutely. What's that?
I said, who else is?
Yeah, this is true. All right. Anyway, this deck is absolutely insane. I love this deck. Now, what's kind of funny is that before Guard Dragons came out, I did not really like Blue Eyes that much. Because honestly, it was one of those decks I was seeing everywhere. All right, it was one of those decks I was seeing everywhere. I would always see it on Dueling Book. I would always see it on Nexus, Percy. I would see this deck everywhere. I'm like, sick of seeing. I was like sick of seeing it. And then I decided. And then when Guard Dragon came out, I was playing a bunch of different Guard Dragon decks. I came across Blue Eyes, and this deck was absolutely bonkers. All right, and it's very, very easily to pull off these type of boards with this deck. But anyway, let's get in. Enough about Blue Eyes. Let's get into number 2. Number 2 is basically, I guess you could say, Dark Warriors in a sense. It's basically Phantom Knight hero decks. All right, so that's my number 2. This deck is absolutely insane. There's lots of different ways you can play this deck. All right, there's lots of different ways you can play this. All right, you can go a heroic champion, like number 86 kind of build. You can go for typologic Gumblar Dragon builds. You can do all sorts of things with this deck. And that's what I like about it. It's just like, I like decks that can do a lot of things. Alright? Alright?
You know, with the Dark Warriors, like, I don't mind, like, going competitive against some of these decks.
Yeah.
But, you know, ever since with the release of the Rusty Barditch, or whatever the name's called for the Phantom Knight's Link. But I have to say, that Link monster just gets you literally 2 effective better traps.
I know, that's what I love about it. Like, it's such a good card. That Phantom Knight Link monster is just too good.
And plus, not only that, like, hell, you can even play that card in the Orcus deck that you said as the number 10.
That's true as well. Yeah, you can also do that.
Or even pretty much any dark base.
Basically any dark deck you can play this engine in. All right, like, it's absolutely insane. All right, it's amazing how abusive this deck was. But then they limited Armageddon Knight, and they've semi-limited Malicious, and then they've banned Firewall. Like, some of these decks have kind of died down. But you know what?
Who cares about Firewall Dragon?
Yeah.
It sucks.
Anyway, that's my taking for the Phantom Hero decks. It's just such a good deck. It was just such a good deck at the time. But anyway, let's get into not our number 1, because before we get into number 1, I want to just mention some honorable mentions. Yeah, I just want to do some honorable mentions. I'm not going to go into too much. I'm not really going to go into too much detail for these, because I don't want to make this video insanely long.
We all know.
Yeah. So my honorable mentions for this video is Trap Tricks. Everyone has that one troll deck they like. All right, everyone. Okay, let's be real here. Of course. All right, everyone has that one, and Trap Tricks is me. So that's all right. So that's that. The second one is DDDs. This is a deck I just recently picked up.
I'm trying triple Ds so much.
Yeah, I'm trying to become actually really good with the deck and everything. I've been looking into it.
And the one thing I like about the triple Ds now is with their Link monster, like, it actually, it doesn't, like, just, bring out the Crystal Wing or Harbinger or, all these other cards that people use in that deck. Well, like, it actually makes it, like, a pure version of the triple D archetype.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on a DDD build without that card, because honestly, I tried it with the Link monster. I did not like it that much. All right, so I'm trying without it. All right, but I will make a video on a pure version as well, just because. All right, and the last deck is Cyber Dragons. This deck is just such a good deck. All right, honestly, the only reason why it could have easily made this list. The only reason why it didn't, because I have not been playing Cyber Dragons that much this year. I have not been playing Cyber Dragons that much. So
hell, even with limit removal at 2 in that deck.
Yeah.
Hell, even with Cyber Dragon Master, it's supposed to be coming out the dual power sometime this year.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally gonna make that deck like almost maybe tier 1 or 0 at least.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get into number 1. Number 1. Now, before I say number 1, Hero, do you have any guesses on what this is?
I have no clue.
You have no idea.
I'm guessing my 3 guesses are probably Sky Strikers, Thunder Dragon Dinos, or pure Thunder Dragons. And that's it. One
of those is correct. All right. Number 1 is Thunder Dragon Dinos. All right. So, Thunder Dragon Dinos. I'm surprised. The reason. Here's the thing. I was pretty confident that Hero was just going to guess number 1 was Thunder Dragon Dinos, because I would not shut up about this deck. I would never shut up about it.
If you guys haven't seen that video, GB will probably put in description for you guys to check it out.
I'll probably do that. Yeah.
But yeah, that deck is just amazing.
Yeah, it's such a good deck.
The darkness in that deck with dark, it's like nothing.
Yeah, this deck can really span the board with really powerful monsters and a lot of different, either stun or negations. All right, this deck is absolutely insane. If you guys do not know, if you guys don't know what Thunder Dragon dinos can do, all right, go into this description below. There will be a link there of this deck. Of my video of this deck. Just keep in mind, I did have a blackout moment in the video. Yeah. All right, but it would have been. But if I had done what I forgot to do, it would have been the same board. It still would be the same board. I just forgot to play the card. So, all right. But anyway, yeah, but this deck is absolutely insane. You got your evolution pills, so you can just banish 2 monsters. One of those monsters being a Thunder Dragon, by the way, and you can go in either to an
Thunder Dragons can work.
Yep, and you can go into an Overtex, or you can go into Overtex, or you can go into a Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. All right, so that's really fucking good. So you got a monster that you can summon a monster that can either flip your opponent's whole entire monsters face down, which cuts off their link plays, or you can go in, all right, or you can go into or you can go to an Overtex that can do a free negation by popping itself off. I guess you could say, possibly you can pop itself off, and then you can search out another evolution pill. So that's actually really freaking good. And then at the same time, once that evolution pill resolves, you can go ahead and use your Thunder Dragon effects that you banished off of it. So if you banished a Roar, you get free summon to your field. You banish a Dark, you get free search. You can search out Hawk and everything. Discard the Hawk, summon your Dark, and then go into a Thunder Dragon Colossus. You got your you can go into you can banish your Avion, get your hand get a fresh new hand. You can go. I don't know. Those are the only 3 Thunder Dragons I play in mine. But you can. Or you can banish a Matrix if you have a Matrix in your deck. You can banish that. You can just search out another Matrix. All right, but there's so many things this deck can do. I really like decks that can do a lot of things. I really like variety. That's what I like. I like variety. All right, but
I'm kind of like that in a way.
Yeah. Anyway, these are my top 10 favorite decks of 2018. I'm going to probably be trying some other things during 2019 because there are some decks that I'm trying to try out and everything and try and get better with, like Trap Trick. Well, not Trap Tricks. DDDs, for example. I'm going to see if I can bring my Thunder Dragon deck back because that is a deck I do like. Why is my phone going off? All right, but anyway, that's basically it for this. That's going to be basically it for this video. Shiro, do you have anything to say about this list? Is there any of these decks that you just despise, or? Well, I know the Orcust deck you hate, but.
Well, I don't really hate it. I just hate going against it. But if I use the deck myself, I like to dark hold the field every time.
That's the thing with decks that are kind of like assholes. It's kind of like all right. There are some decks that you have a love-hate relationship. You love using it, you hate versing it. All right, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like with my brother. He hates going against decks that does plays Ash Blossom, Ghost, or any of the hand traps. He hates going against those type of decks that uses it against him, but he loves using those cards for himself.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're gonna call this video off here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, hit the like down below, and also subscribe if you are new. Support is always greatly appreciated. Right, and anyway, me and Fusion Hero, we're probably gonna, we're gonna see if we can get another Link face-off going. We got a couple ideas in mind. All right, so stay tuned for that. All right. So anyway, that's gonna be all for now. We'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.
Peace.